Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice gentle flow for strength and flexibility. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat, and we are going to move a little bit here. So I want you to place your hands on your knees, and if you are familiar with cat and cow, we're going to do this in a seated position. Just kind of warm up the spine, open the chest and the shoulders, and if you have no idea what that means, that's cool too. You can just follow along with me. So bring your hands to your knees. Take an inhale. We're going to start to lift our chest, pull the shoulders back, start to lift the chin a little bit. And an exhale. Just kind of round the spine as you bring your shoulders forwards, bringing your chin towards your collarbone. And inhale, lift the chest again, maybe the chin. Pull those shoulders back and down. And an exhale. Bring the shoulders forward, tuck the chin. Squeeze your tummy in. One more. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale. Pull those shoulders forward. Awesome, you guys. As you inhale, just come back to a nice long spine. Keep your hands on your knees for now. Relax through the shoulders. Close your eyes, perhaps. Just take a nice big inhale. And exhale. And one more big breath in. And big breath out. Awesome, you guys. You have the opportunity here to make that movement a little bit bigger, but if you liked having your hands on your knees, definitely keep them there. If you're going to follow with me, though, I'm going to bring my hands to the floor behind me, but take an inhale, start to lift the chest, maybe the chin, pull the shoulders back, and exhale, start to bring the shoulders forward, maybe reach the arms in front. You could interlace your fingers, squeeze your tummy in, tuck your chin, and inhale, lift the chest. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale, start to round it out. Maybe squeeze the tummy in just a little. Push those hands forward, those shoulders forward. And one more. Inhale as you lift the chest. And an exhale. Round the spine a little. Open up through the shoulder blades. And this time inhale and come back to a nice long spine, nice comfy seat. Your hands can come back to your knees. Take a big breath in and out. And one more big inhale and exhale. Awesome, you guys. Let's take one more inhale and exhale. Start to twist to the right, turning your chest to the right a little bit. Use your hands on the floor in front of you, behind you, so you can keep your spine nice and long. Soften your shoulders and use an inhale to find your center. And exhale over to the left. Breathe. Lengthen through the spine. Soften the jaw. Awesome, you guys. And use an inhale, bringing yourself back through center. Your hands can find your knees. Pull the shoulders up towards your ears and just roll them back and down. Awesome, you guys. If your eyes are still closed, you can start to open them. We're going to bring our hands to the floor in front of us and set up a tabletop. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Bring your knees underneath your hips. We're going to do 3 more of those cat and cow. So 3 full cycles of breath here. Take an inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, maybe lifting through the chin. And exhale as you round through the spine. Squeeze your belly button back. Push into the palms, tuck your chin. And inhale, lifting the chest, arching the back. Exhale as you round. One more full breath here, you guys. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, maybe the chin. And an exhale as you round it out. Awesome job, you guys. With an inhale, come back to a nice flat back, neutral spine. You might want to rock your hips a little bit side to side, but spread your fingers wide again if they kind of moved on you. Tuck your toes. Let's find a downward facing dog just for a few breaths. Maybe pedal the feet a few times, but I want you to push into your palms. Find some length through your arms. Let your head try to be between your biceps, between your arms here. Nice long spine. Maybe bend your knees so that you can let the head be a little heavier. Getting into those shoulders. Let's take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your knees back down to your mat, setting up your tabletop again. We're going to start with the left leg. We're going to extend it behind us. You can tuck your toes under, pushing into the ball of that foot, bringing some length into that left leg. Sending the heel back, maybe getting a nice calf stretch. And you can keep your legs straight out behind you, or you can actually start to walk it out to the left side. So you could go as far as that foot being in line with your hip, and maybe your toes are actually pointing forwards. Maybe not. But you can keep your hands on the floor. Let's keep our hips high. You could also start to drop your chest a little bit if it feels good to do so. You could find your forearms. You could come all the way down onto your chest. Just keep your hips high. Feel the length through the leg. Awesome, you guys. If you are down on your chest, let's start to just climb back up. Climb back up onto your hands. If your leg is out to the side, just walk it all the way back in so it's nice and straight behind you. Tuck those toes, pushing into the ball of the foot. And then we're just going to hover that leg if you want to. I want you to find the length though and point your toes down towards the floor. So wake it up, flex that foot, push into your palms a little bit, and then I want you to engage your core. We're not going to lift that right arm, but this should be a little bit of work with that left leg nice and strong, putting some effort into flexing that foot and putting a little bit of effort into drawing the belly button back as well. Awesome, you guys. Just warming up. Take a nice big inhale. And use the exhale to bring your left knee back down to the floor, into your tabletop. You could stay here, or you could come into downward dog for just a few breaths. Not here very long, but just think about pushing into the hands, finding the length through the arms and through the spine. Maybe the hips want to rock a little side to side. Maybe not. Let's take one more inhale and use the exhale to come back down into your tabletop. Sweating up the other side so you can extend your right leg behind you. Tuck those toes. Find that nice calf stretch. Feel free to stay here. You don't have to walk your foot out to the side, but you can start to do so if you want it. Maybe just staying on the palms, maybe dropping to the forearms or the chest all the way to the floor. Keep the hips high, feel the length through the leg. Just breathe. Awesome, you guys. When you're ready, you can start to climb back up onto your hands. If you did, lower down. If your foot's out to the side, start there. Bring it back all the way behind you. Keep that right leg straight out behind you. And then let's start to hover that foot. This is our strength work. Pushing into those palms just a little. Draw that belly button back towards your spine. Flex the foot. Point your toes straight down towards the floor, or maybe even up towards the top of your mat. You're flexing your foot so much. Awesome job, you guys. Maybe you can even feel your glute working, your hamstring, your quad. Draw your low tummy in. Let's take another inhale and an exhale to bring the knee down. Maybe a little rock of the hip side to side. Maybe you would like to come into a downward facing dog. Breathe. Soften through the jaw. Take a nice big inhale and a big exhale to bring your knees back down to the mat. Awesome, you guys. So we're just going to sit back on our heels. If you'd rather sit cross-legged, you can. We're going to do a few more cycles of that cat and cow, but we're sitting on our heels. So you can kind of Make this as big or as small as you would like. Your hands might be on your hips. Your hands might be moving back and forth. So either way, let's just take an inhale. Start to lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, lift through the chin maybe. And exhale, round it out. Tuck your chin, reach the arms forward maybe. Try to open up through the shoulder blades. As you inhale, lift the chest, reach the arms back. And exhale, reach it forwards. You could interlace the fingers, push the palms forward. One more inhale. Maybe you want to interlace the fingers behind you. Lift that chest and exhale. Reach it forward. Pull those shoulders forward and an inhale to come back to a nice long spine. Awesome, you guys. We're going to do 3 more of those, 3 more full breath in our cat and cow, but I'm going to tuck my toes under this time. So you can stay seated cross-legged, you could stay sitting on your heels, or you could come and join me in that toe squat. But take an inhale when you're ready, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, and exhale, bring the shoulders forward, tuck the chin a little, inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, round it out. And one more, inhale, lift, and exhale, reach it forwards as you round. Awesome, you guys. Inhale is going to bring you back to that nice long spine. If you are in the toe squat, actually, we're all going to bring our hands back to the floor and come into tabletop. But you might need to shake out the ankles a little bit, give those toes a little love tap. Feel free to stay here in your tabletop, or maybe you would like a few breaths in downward facing dog. But just slow down the breath. Do what you need to do. Soften the shoulders. Soften the jaw. Awesome, you guys. Stay for an inhale and use the exhale to bring your knees back down to the mat if you were in downward facing dog. All right, we are going to stay in our tabletop. We're going to send our left leg back behind us. So a few options. You can hover your left leg, or you can keep it down. You can keep your right hand down, or you can reach it forwards, but find your balance. Draw your tummy in, and then if you want it, we're just going to start to inhale, and almost like we want to lift through the chest and start to look forwards a little bit if it feels good. And I want you to see if that right hand and that left foot, maybe they want to come towards one another. Maybe you get halfway there. I'm just going to arching through the back. Maybe lifting that chest a little. If this doesn't feel good, keep your spine long. Reach the leg back, reach the arm forwards. We've got one more inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're coming back to extending the leg out, reaching the arm forward, and that spine long, gazing down to the floor. So stay here for an inhale. And as you exhale, start to bring your knee and your elbow together and start to round the spine. Squeeze the tummy in. Maybe tuck your chin a little closer towards your collarbone. Nice, you guys. If that left foot is touching the floor, maybe lift it, maybe hover it. And then use an inhale to extend. And exhale to release. Awesome, you guys. If you need to take some weight out of that left wrist, go for it. But we are going to be lifting it up, maybe. So we're going to switch sides. Take a nice big breath here. Slow it down. Start to send that right leg out. Maybe that left arm. You can hover that right leg. You can keep it down. A lot of options here. So if it feels good to start to lift the chest a little bit, maybe look forwards a little, rounding, or arching through the back slightly. Maybe you can grab your foot. Maybe not. Maybe you get halfway there. Nice and strong through the back, through the core. Breathe. Stay for an inhale. And use the exhale to come back into that nice straight line. Find that breath. Awesome, you guys. Stay for an inhale. And exhale, knee and elbow coming towards one another, rounding the spine this time. Squeeze the belly button in. Breathe. So good. Awesome, you guys. Inhale. Extend. Last time here. And exhale to release. Awesome, you guys. Those hips want a little rock side to side, let them. You could also bring your knees together. We're just going to find child's pose. You could bring your knees wide. Maybe you want your knees together. I'm going to bring my arms to my sides and let my palms face up. If you're able to bring your forehead to the floor, let it come all the way down. And just soften your shoulders. Soften your core as well. Take a nice big inhale and just feel your tummy expand. Awesome work, you guys. Feel free to stay here a little longer, or you can use an inhale to lift back up. We're going to find a nice comfy seat so you can cross your ankles, bringing your legs out in front. So we'll extend the left leg and cross the right foot over top. You can keep your left leg straight or you can bend it in, but just keep that right knee high. Hang on to it. Take an inhale as you lengthen through your spine, and as you exhale, turn towards that knee for a twist. Give it a nice big hug. Turn the chest. Slow down your breath here. With each inhale, see if you can sit a little taller. And exhale, soften the shoulders. So good. Using an inhale, start to turn the chest back to center. And exhale for a counter twist, just turning the other way. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, bringing yourself back through center. If you did bring that bottom leg in, you can send it out. We're just going to switch sides, crossing the left leg over top. So planting that left foot if you can, hanging onto that knee as you inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist to the left side. If you're lucky, you might feel a nice glute stretch. Find the breath. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, you can come forwards. Exhale for your counter twist. And use the inhale to bring you back again. Unwinding the legs, sending them both out long this time. You can start with your knees bent. We're going to come into a forward fold, or you can have your legs straight, up to you. Just take an inhale and find length through the spine. Maybe point your toes up towards the ceiling. You might even bring your hands to the floor behind you a little bit, just to help you tip a little. And you can stay here with a nice proud chest, nice long spine, or you can fold a little further. And just remember, you can have some nice bent knees here. Your legs don't have to be straight. And if it does feel good on your back to round a little bit, maybe tuck your chin towards your collarbone. Only if it feels good with the low back, though. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, slowly start to lift the chest back up. Lengthen through the spine again. Maybe the hands are on the floor behind you. Beautiful. You can start to bend your knees and actually plant your feet on your mat. We're going to lay all the way down, so make sure you have a little bit of space behind you. And just come down onto your back. Maybe adding a little rock side to side. Massaging the low back. You can pull your knees into your chest. We're going to be coming into another twist. So our knees are going to fall over to the left side. You can reach your arms out wide, way down the shoulders. Let your knees fall to the left. And take 3 nice deep breaths. full cycles of breath. That's an inhale and an exhale. Makes one full cycle. Get that tummy moving. Up and down. And using a nice big inhale, we're going to bring our knees back up. And let them fall over to the other side. Twist. Take those 3 really big breaths. Awesome, you guys. With a big inhale, you can start to lift your knees back up. Maybe adding another rock side to side. Just massaging that low back. But when you do feel good, we're going to start to make our way into Shavasana. Whatever that is going to look like for you today. Maybe you would rather lay on one side. Just finding a place where your entire body can just relax for a few moments. Where it can be still. And as always, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time for today. And I hope that you enjoyed our practice together. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, namaste.